Most Central Indiana kids back in the classroom this morning or by next week, and parents, that typically means your daily schedule doubles when it comes to all the responsibilities. Back to school busyness can be overwhelming for a lot of people, and your own sanity and well-being can get left behind, but we don't want that to happen. Fortunately, our favorite time strategist Alyssa Smith is back here to help us fit in time for self-care so that we can keep it together for our family. Nice to have you.
Nice to be back.
I know it feels a little different
being
here. We have, you can hear the crew working on our new set.
I got a peek back there. It looks amazing.
Coming. Okay,
it's so exciting.
We're going to be here for now talking about these tips to first fit in self-care.
Yes.
You have 3 tips. Let's start with kind of focusing on our 5 senses. How do we do that?
Yeah, so the goal is you have a right brain and left brain, right? And the right brain goes in straight into survival mode if you are stressed. So this time of year, that's going to be happening a lot. We want to calm that and balance the 2 sides of the brain. The way we do that is by making that brain feel safe. So nurturing your 5 senses is the fastest way to do this. And I will tell you, it does not have to be hard. You can stack multiple senses into one thing. Making 1 cup of tea hits 4 of your 5 senses. So literally, if you just pay attention to those little things, it will make a big difference to your brain.
Okay, what else can we be doing with those tips to help with those 5 senses?
Yeah, absolutely. So look at lighting a candle, listen to some music, listen to something that makes you happy during the day. So just do little things that you know are going to be geared towards making you feel a little more cared for.
All right, so that we know that is important for that. We want to take time also whenever we can get it. I know that's important too. So what do you want us to know about that?
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be like an hour, soaking in a bubble bath with a glass of wine. It doesn't have to be that, but it can absolutely be just stopping literally to take 3 deep breaths. There are studies that have been done that 3 deep breaths will actually reset the survival brain the quickest for a few seconds. And then if you pair that with doing your cup of tea or your nurturing of your 5 senses, your brain's gonna get the message, hey, we're safe, it's gonna be okay.
Well, I think a lot of times people think, oh yeah, right. But when you try it, it really does work.
I used to think this was like the cheesiest stuff. I'm like, yeah, right. Like this is not going to actually make a difference.
Like this big thing is happening. How is this going to work?
3 deep breaths, how's that going to actually help? It really does. It's a physiological effect.
Yeah, and I think too, when people learn how to actually breathe.
Yeah.
My mom is a counselor and she's like, okay, Ange, you can't just go. I mean, it's breathe in 8. It's hold it for 4.
Yeah.
It's letting it out for 8. You're like, okay.
Yeah, letting it be like a whole experience is
like,
really nice.
And then, no, for a lot of people, they feel like this is selfish. They feel like they need to be taking care of their kids. And like, you know what, it doesn't matter about me. I got to get football practice. I got to get them to band. I got all these things happening. You say, it's not selfish.
No, because if you're not at least taking your own needs into consideration on a regular basis, I'm talking remind yourself once an hour to ask yourself what you need. If you're not doing that, you won't even notice that you're going into a default survival mode. You're going to lose your temper more. You're going to feel rushed all the time. You're going to have that stress that comes with you throughout the day. So really understand that you are serving everyone else around you so much better at your highest and best use if you focus on your needs and wants during the day and just incorporate them as you can.
Love it. It's not set right now, but I do have a 3 p.m. alarm that goes off on my phone.
Yes.
And that is to remind me to like take an awareness, kind of look at yourself and see what's going on and that kind of thing.
I tell my clients, lean on your reminders in your phone all the time. Once an hour, take your 3 deep breaths.
Notify yourself.
A few times throughout the day, check in, what do I need?
Awesome. Alyssa has a free Facebook group for women called the Stress Less Lounge. We'll connect you at fox59.com.